insane. Y'all are insane. Are y'all serious? Hold on, I gotta close the door. I gotta close the door on this one. When I say y'all went nuts on that last video, that would be an understatement. Last video, I asked for 50 likes for episode 2 of remaking Geometry Dash World. Y'all gave me dang near 300. I think it's safe to say you guys earned this episode and the next episode. So 2 episodes of this are guaranteed. But allow me to add a little bit of sweetener to your prize. This video in 24 hours gets 50 likes, just like y'all did with the last video. Y'all get the 3rd episode tomorrow. Yeah, you're watching this today, you'll get episode 3 tomorrow. But now we're going on to some regular business. What's up, guys? It's your boy Souls here, and welcome back to Geometry to the Dizzle Dash. You already know. Now, recently I have been remaking a couple of Geometry Dash levels, more specifically Finger Dash and 2 levels from Geometry Dash World. And it seems y'all guys are quite the fan of this. So let's go ahead and keep it going. Today's 2 levels are going to be this one, which is Frontlines. You might recognize it from the deep red. And we're also going to be remaking Embers. The reason we're remaking Embers is because of this comment right here. He wanted me to remake the level that was all ball, and that's the only level I could remember that was all ball. I guess I can show you first. But yeah, this one. We're going to be remaking this one and one more. Frontlines has Machina Syndrome, but it's red. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's literally the exact same throughout the entire thing. There's not even a change in game mode. First thing I want to do is build on the main block. Now, I'm actually going to keep this main block. Kind of. I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna mean. Right now, I'm just gonna delete all this. Now, what I'm gonna do is, Robtop already has a dedicated black color, but we're not gonna use it. Instead, we're gonna use color 7 for our black, and you'll see why in a minute. So now I want to get into the juicy part before I start adding my extra effects. I want to build my base effect, because I usually don't do effect levels, but you know, I might as well take a shot at it. Why not? So the effect is going to include these pixel blocks. Some of you might know where I'm going with this, but in case you don't, I'm going to make this entire grid full of these blocks. And as you can imagine, this might take a while. All right, now that I filled this entire block, now comes the tedious part. I'm going to select each and every, what's going on here? I need to put this on a different layer. I'm stupid. I'm going to select each pixel going diagonal towards the bottom of the block design to make a nice and cool pixel block pulse effect. You guys will see what I can do in a couple of minutes. This is going to take a while. All right, so I finally finished putting all of the pixel blocks onto different groups. So now what I'm going to do is something really cool. I think you guys might enjoy it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna need my classic pulse trigger. So pulse, I don't have it selected. Group and put this on 9, and we're gonna make this go red. Why not? We're gonna make the fade time go in by 20 and the fade out go out by I guess like 1 second. And now I'm going to do the tedious part and click on all of these triggers to go up until I get all 30 of them. Yes, all right. We got all 30 of them pulsing. So as you can see, if it pulses, the entire thing pulses just like that, right? Now what I can do, now comes the cool part and the easiest part of this effect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it right here and I'm going to rotate. You see all the effect lines, how they spread out? Now watch what it does when I play the music. Ooh, that's so clean. That is so clean. I can even like reduce the fade time to make it like 0.55 and just look at this. Oh, that's so clean. And just to make it easier on myself, I am just gonna copy paste this because making more than 31 groups for this would be a complete hassle doing this on every single block, especially the ones that have more than that's given. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be copy pasting this for sure. So you already know, since you've been watching my couple episodes, you know what I like to do. Y'all should know by now. I love myself some 3D on my blocks. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get these blocks, and I think some of y'all who are already on the same wavelength as me already know what I'm gonna do with the block design 3D right here. Ooh. That's something nasty. Another idea that I had is going to be involving the 3D blocks, such as these. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the main base block if I can find it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy paste. So we're going to put this on B4 since I'm not going to have a custom background. One of these levels is going to have a custom background. I just don't know which one. It looks weird right now, but you'll see what I'm doing in a minute. Luckily, I was smart and I put all of my pixel blocks for this effect in one layer. Now all I have to do is select my effect and put this on said block. Now, of course, it looks kind of copy-pasty like that, so if I wanted to, I can actually mirror it like that. And now, it's going the completely opposite direction. Look at that. I could leave it like that. That looks cool. This looks cool. This was on complete accident. I like this. And what I can do for this part right here, since I don't want it to blend too much with the object color, and I can make it look like an actual background instead of part of the block design, I can actually just lower the brightness, and look at that. Now it looks 3D. Now it looks like 3D perspective background type beat. If I really wanted to make the effect extended, all I have to do is take this block and, ooh, hold on. I can make my laziness into an effect. Hold on. Hold the door. I can make my laziness into an effect. Ooh, being lazy works. Now I just got to do that for the entirety of the level. I can do that. So I'm just gonna be right back after I do some remodeling and copy pasting. One thing I wish Robtop added, instead of having these blocks like dedicated gridded like this, I wish he had all of the blocks have like a toggle for what type of movement they want to do. Because maybe I don't want to move certain blocks at certain units. Maybe I want to move like the pixel blocks more than just the one tile or the one unit. Maybe I want to move the pixel blocks, I don't know, like 10 units or 20 units. Or 30 units. I just really wish there was like a toggle ability thing for that, instead of me having to go through each and every block and just having to struggle like this. I just find it a little bit tedious. You would never be able to tell that this was multiple objects. You would never be able to tell. That's why I love this effect. Okay, it was extremely tedious, but I finally got all of the blocks to do the effect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put different effects for this, since I can be really dynamic with this. So I'm just going to go throughout the level, putting a couple of pulse effects and make this look really cool. Thinking about something, I was thinking about adding like a gradient to that, but nah, actually that wouldn't work because I have some of these scaled and it'll make it look weird. So nah, I changed my mind on that. I'm building at 3 a.m. Y'all don't believe me? I hope my camera can catch this. There we go. It kind of focused. Look at that. 3:06 in the freaking morning. I don't know if I'm going to build 2 levels today. No, I'm building 2 levels today. Gosh darn it. Alright, I'm just going to put some finishing touches and then we're going to move on to the next level, because I do not want to spend all night on this one level, because I do have one more level to work on. Alright, so I finally finished this remake of Frontlines. I know I could add much more to this. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to add one more background part to right here, just so it doesn't feel empty. I know I can add more to this, but my brain levels literally just simply will not allow me to do so. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glow here just for this bottom part. I know I could add more, but it's 3 a.m. and I might just build part 2 in the morning. We'll see. Yeah. So this is allow me to present to you a 3 a.m. Frontline. I'm probably going to bed after this and recording part 2 in the morning. Okay guys, it's now the next morning. I'm feeling much better, I'm feeling motivated, and now we are finally working on Embers. Now, this is going to be really interesting because Embers, personally, I like the way it looks. Yeah, sure, I can add a thing or two, but the base of Embers, is actually not bad. Like, yeah, there are a couple of empty parts, such as right here. But overall, I have zero issue with this level. So I guess some things I could add to this is I can add some movement. We also kind of want it to be predictable. Shout out to GD Colon. I do want the player to know that, hey, there are moving objects here. So that's the top of it, and we are going to put you right here. What I like to do with my moving objects is I like to move them back down after you pass them. That way you have like a smooth movement throughout, and it makes a level feel a little bit more alive. Let's see. Yeah, see, that movement's a little bit stiff because it's not doing anything in between. That's that stiffness right there. So that's why I like having the movement. Actually, what I can do to compensate for it is I can just make it slower. There we go. As far as the block design itself, I mean, you guys know me by this point. Anything, I'm gonna reduce the glow a little bit because it is a bit I do like the glow, but with what I'm gonna do, it is a bit bright. So I am gonna turn it down slightly. Ooh. I actually love doing these for like background stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have all of these just floating about everywhere, and then having the pulsing squares on top of these, because I don't know, I just love putting the pulsing squares on these. They just fit so magically. I'm also going to change these arrows because they're kind of boring to a degree. Like what I can do is this, and I can actually make this the same orange color as the objects just so it feels a little bit coherent like that. Ooh. And then I'm gonna scale this down slightly, and I'll give it a special rotation, rotate it, and also give this the purple color. Yeah, there we go. Now, Robtop, I'm gonna do you one better. I want to try something. What if I put you in 1, 2? Oh wait, those are colors 1, 2, 3, and 4. What? Why? No, they're color 19. And wait, what are you? But I don't know if I'm going to be doing this for the entirety of the level because last time I did that with the last level, it took me 3 hours. Since this is not going to be Robtop-esque, to be honest, I want to do what I always do with these blocks. Well, not always, but a majority of the time. So I like putting these blocks on top and then making them straight black. Ooh, I'm biased, but I like it. Now, as far as the background goes, I do have ideas. I actually do have ideas, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to execute on them. And now that I remade the block design here, I am going to select it and then put it in group 38. And I'm just going to give this a lower opacity just so it looks like it's more in the background. I'm going to try it like that before trying it with a darker color. So 38, lower opacity. And just like that, it looks so much better. I like it. I like it with the opacity more. Yep, we're going to confirm this. Since this is a 3D on top right here, I'm just going to move this on top of the 3D. Just so it doesn't look weird. What motivates you guys to build? Because I'm assuming the people who watch me, they like to build like levels and stuff like that. So what motivates y'all to keep building on a level? What's your motivation? Is it the creative points? Is it the design? Like what motivates you? What's your drive? What's your power? What makes you hungry and stay devoured? I'm going to continue adding the decoration on top of the block design like I did with the beginning, these black parts. And I'm just going to keep going with it. So, wait, what layer are y'all on? Oh, y'all are on 6. Okay, that's fine. I guess with these, I can just make the object move. Like, why not? I'm going to take a page from Robtop's book. And I'm going to use an effect used in press start. Okay. Copy 46, copy 47, copy 48. Try sign in and sign out. I want to try different movements actually. And I'm just going to copy paste this because I like the effect. So to put more emphasis on the orbs right here so they don't clash in with the black design, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a black color, make it low opacity, and I'm just going to put it below the orbs just so the orbs have like a little bit of like drop shadow, and it makes it like feel like it's not just like in the level. What? No, it just feels like it's not blending into the background. It feels like it's like it has depth. And as far as the ground glow, I also think it's a bit saturated here as well. So I'm going to turn down the brightness a little bit on these and make it less saturated slightly. I wonder why Robtop stopped putting these saws throughout the level. They looked fine, to be honest. And now all I'm doing is putting the finishing touches on the level, and I think I'll call it a wrap, to be honest, because there's not really much the level really needed. It just needed to fill in a couple of empty spaces, and that's pretty much it. That's another 2 levels down in the books, and now allow me to show you my version of Embers.